I was paranoid that, people were after me and that they were evil and that they were coming for me from all sides.
The model who shut down Times Square when he got undressed and danced on top of the TKTS booth is out of the hospital and talking only to CBS 2. Good evening, everyone. I'm Maurice Dubois. Christine is off. This was the very public meltdown seen by millions 5 weeks ago. Now the charges against Crit McLean have been dropped, and he is sharing what led to all of this. CBS 2's Bauman with the exclusive interview.
21-year-old Crit McLean did not look like the male model and Columbia University student that he is back on June 30th as he danced, spat, and taunted police in not a stitch of clothing.
Everything was fine. School was going well. I couldn't have been in a better place in terms of my life and the direction I personally wanted it to be in.
McLean has since been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and says he was having a manic episode. It started the night before when McLean felt so paranoid he slept on the street.
I felt so alone and so scared and so vulnerable, but I didn't want to involve my family in it because I thought that they would get hurt.
Walking home at dawn, he became transfixed by the signs in Times Square.
The Express advertisement, and it said, "Express yourself." How can I express myself now? And then I realized, oh my God, I need to take off my clothes and express myself to the fullest.
He remembers everything, but says his thoughts were irrational.
There's no garbage can here, so I just started to eat the gum, like pick up all the pieces and eat it, and then I ate the cigarette butts, and it came this like big ball, and it was my way to dispose of things.
Purposely avoiding the police airbag, McLean jumped 3 stories onto concrete and fractured his arm. He spent weeks in Bellevue Hospital undergoing therapy. Friday, charges of public lewdness, disorderly conduct, and exposure were dropped.
I respect that my actions cost people, taxpayers money, and that's not what I had intended.
Now McLean hopes to help the millions of Americans suffering with mental health issues.
I'm just the instrument, and I'm telling the story that was, that people might be able to understand and relate to.
Some of the conditions of those charges being dropped are Crit has to stick with his therapy and appear back in court within the next 6 months. But he says he looks forward to sticking with his artwork and seeing where life takes him next. In Times Square, Bauman, CBS 2 News.
Our Dr.